Hi, welcome to this episode of Zoo TV. My name's Matt, I'm one of the tiger keepers here at Flamingoland, and today we're going to be learning about the conservation efforts we put in towards Sumatran tigers. Right, so we're just about to go into the outside enclosure for our tigers. Both tigers are shut inside at this point, obviously, just so we can work safely outside. We're just going to go in, we're going to hang some meat up for them, then we're going to let the tigers out, and that'll keep them busy for a little while, hopefully.
What's the meat, Matt?
So we've got some beef in that bucket today. We've got some nice beef on the bone, so that's quite natural for them, so hopefully it'll be a bit enriching and it'll keep them going for a while.
They like the fur on, obviously.
Yeah, they do like the fur on. Having skin and bone in there is a completely natural diet for them, so we try and get that in there as much as we possibly can. We kind of mix it up every day. We change our minds each day, and we put it in a different place. We've got quite a few options out here. We've got a lot of trees. We can put the food in there. Obviously got chains like this that we can hang it up from as well. So each day we just try to make it as interesting as possible for the tigers, just so that they can keep stimulated and keep busy whenever they're getting fed. I'd say Bawa is the greediest, but he's also the laziest. So Surya would quite easily just take his food from him if he wasn't fast enough, but he's probably the greediest, yeah.
And does she often try and take his food?
If he's not fast enough, she will, but most of the time we give him a bit of a head start just so he can get out and get to his food before she comes out.
Unfortunately, Sumatran tigers are critically endangered. Now there are 5, maybe 6 different subspecies of tigers remaining in the wild, and conservationists do disagree a little bit, but the Sumatran tigers are only found in one location. That's the island of Sumatra in Indonesia. In the wild, their population is at best just a few hundred. So their population is disappearing thanks to poaching and habitat loss, degradation of their environment. Here at Flamingoland we have Sumatran tigers. So we have a pair, a male and a female. The male is Bawa, the female is Surya. They're both around 15 years of age, and they've been with us since 2010, which is when we joined the Sumatran tiger breeding program, a European-wide program that manages tigers in zoos all across the European region. Flamingoland is a member of the European Association of Zoos and Aquariums. They manage breeding programs for several hundred species in zoos across Europe. Roughly 1/3 of all the animals here at Flamingoland are part of those breeding programs, and a great example would be our Sumatran Tigers. They were born here in the UK at different zoos, one in Devon, one in Kent. We brought them here, paired them up together. Not every tiger gets on with every other tiger. So it took us a few years just to settle them in, mix them together, and once they were old enough and they were at reproductive age, luckily we started to see the first signs of them breeding, and in 2014 we had our first litter. So we've been really proud to breed Sumatran tigers, and in fact we've actually done it twice. So because they're part of a breeding program, the breeding is not up to us, it's actually controlled and regulated by an external body. And because we've been successful, they basically wrote to us and said, well look, for Bawa and Surya, let's just pause, let's take a break. Meanwhile, other tiger pairs in other zoos across Europe, can breed, look at different, the genetic diversity. And now, just within the last 12 months, we've been contacted again, and this is very exciting for us, about allowing the pair to breed once again.
Because we know these two are already successful breeders, when it comes to it, they'll pretty much go ahead and do their thing. So if we don't have recommendation, that's when we can give them a contraceptive implant. So previously we didn't have recommendation to breed from Bawa and Surya that year. So Surya actually had a contraceptive implant. That lasts 2 years, and because it's a hormonal thing, the hormones wear off, she comes into season and they can go ahead and start mating.
So has there been any mating going on? Because I know you're hoping.
Yeah, we are hoping for cubs again, and certainly Bawa is trying.